When you think back on your experience in elementary school, middle school, high school, and even college, where do you think the educational system fails young Black men, to not just in behavioral things like that, but their approach to teaching young Black men? From what I've understand is there's quite a few PhDs out there who are Black men who say Black boys learn differently and they need different support. Not that they can't learn, but their minds are engineered a certain way. So when you think back at your educational experience, what ways could our community have supported you guys better?
Well, I'm not an education professional in behavior health, but, and I'm raising 2 Black boys, which is great. But what I found, and I was really intentional, is actually starts really early. It starts really early on how we cater to our Black boys when they are first entering school. I was really intentional about making sure that my children had Black male teachers and mentors early. So much so that I have a 11-year-old right now that is experiencing his first white male teacher, and he does not listen to that poor man for nothing in the world. Oh my gosh, that man calls me constantly. But I'm serious, like, it's the reverse. But we start early when they don't have those that start off even in the school system. And it's pretty hard for Black male teachers to get into the school system in the first place, I believe. So it's behaviorally, I wouldn't say that Black children, that they're wired differently in their head, but culturally, right? We are taught in different ways than white children are taught, than, Asian American children may be taught. Everybody else, they all have a cultural difference in the way that they're taught. And that's not implemented in our schools unless we implement it ourselves, which is why, like I said, seriously, my children started off in a school that was Black owned, Black ran, and some of the teachers might have been their cousins, because I wanted to avoid that. And then when we start getting into talking about criminalizing behaviors, it just gets deeper. That's where we really start failing in elementary school. I could get into the statistics also of how just like our kids not having VPK early on and things like that, and all of the budget cuts that we have in the country that stops Black children from even getting into those early childhood type of functions and places that they need to be to get them started, that they're already starting way behind. Like, those are the supports that need to be in place. And we can't just blame parents for not always having the access to those things, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's from a professional point of view, but also as a mother raising Black children. That's where it starts. It starts real early.
I've seen the powerful fall when the people work together as one.